All right, what's happening, beautiful people? We have another update preview from Deceive Inc. So we're going to get straight into it. I'm not going to waste any more time. We already know what's going to be coming up, but it's going to give us a bit more detail about all the things we talked about in the last video. So let's kick straight on. We're going into Season 3, Queens and Kings, rather. So, please keep in mind this is a work in progress. Yep, etc., etc. It is time to lift the curtain on our biggest content update yet with the Queen of Queens and Kings. I don't know why I keep thinking of the King of Queens, that fucking TV show. God damn it, because of those fucking memes that I see all the time now. We're extremely excited to show you what we have in store. So let's not delay and dive into what's new right away. Long-awaited arrival of private lobbies, which we knew was coming. New operation maps, sounder clips. That's going to be good to look at. New spy Octo. Hopefully going to give us some info about him. New catalogue of Queens and Kings. That'll just be the season pass thing. And then tweaks, bug fixes, and balance changes. So, first up, Octo. There he is. That's our first proper look at him, besides leaks that you may have seen. But, yeah, I don't know. He kind of looks okay, I guess. Like, it's kind of whatever. Nothing. I'm not heaps excited just looking at him, but we'll see what he can do. So, introducing Octo. In the information world, few names attract as much attention as Octo. The self-proclaimed king of hacking has earned his reputation through unrivaled skills and boisterous showmanship. I kind of got that by his outfit. An old acquaintance of Madame Ziu, I think it is. Ziu, probably, whatever. Octo is as much as a rival as an ally, working together countless times and trying to one-up each other on every possible occasion. Even though she is annoyed by his extravagant attitude, Ziu herself would have to admit that he is the best when it comes to hacking into something. Interesting. He might have some hacking abilities. Let's see what this happens. My English is fucking on point today. This is what happens when I try and record videos when I fucking first wake up. This update blog come out first thing in the morning, so I'm doing it first thing in the fucking morning. The rumor goes that after the security breach in Deceive Inc servers, Octo was immediately hired, bringing intel into a gunfight. Interesting. Octo joins the roster as our newest disruptor character, rather. Introducing him with a whole new perspective on intel. Octo is all about intel, acquiring it, spending it, going all in on a gamble. Octo's weapons all have unique trait. Their hip-fire shots use ammo, but transforms into intel-powered weapons when aiming down the sight with unique properties. Right. All of Octo's expertise are focused on ways to earn intel, from gathering it instantly to stealing it from rivals in myriad of ways. God, the fucking words I love using. I can't read this shit first thing in the morning. This is bullshit. On the flip side, his passives are all about spending intel to get benefits. We hope you enjoy the push and pull of intel as you get to know Octo better in the coming weeks. For this season, we jump into the cutthroat world of high fashion with the chess-inspired of Queen of Kings collection. You'll be able to earn new regal costumes, intro poses, and calling cards as you make your way through 50 levels to unlock. So we're not learning anything else about Octo. That's disappointing. I wanted to know what his guns are, what his passives and expertise are. All we've got is the symbols now. But by the looks of it, he's going to have perhaps other ways to acquire intel as opposed to just the normal ones. And then, yeah, maybe when you aim down the sight, there's like an ability you can press or something that will spend intel, but the gun will do something different. It'll be interesting to see how that goes anyway, but it sounds like the spyglass is going to be pretty good for this fella because you're going to want to gather intel real fucking quick. Purchasing the premium catalog will give you instant access to the new Agent Octo. That's cool. Exclusive rewards. As a reminder, pass, still blah, blah, blah. It's a little Madam skin there. Quite interesting. And there's a little intro pose for Chavez. I don't know what the fuck that is he's holding, but I guess we'll find out. I'll obviously be getting that as you get the gold when you play the games. You usually have enough to buy these anyway, so New Reactive Ink, the entire court. Catalog 3 comes with a new Reactive Ink that behaves differently from the one found in Neon Lights. The entire court will change appearance depending on your current disguise level, and as well as changing when outside of cover. That's kind of cool. I mean, no one else is going to see it other than you, but still kind of interesting. Also, I like how this screenshot that they've taken for this has the mouse button on there. Anyway, side note, I thought that was funny on the official website. Private lobbies release. So you probably know about this, but I haven't really messed around with this. I don't know if I will. Otherwise, when I'm trying to make little guide videos, I might use them if Kakui can help me out with that. But following our beta in September, we're now ready to unleash private lobbies in a definitive manner by Season 3. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So, thing to note, XP gains of 50% of regular matches. That makes sense. Boosters do not work in private lobbies. That makes sense. But they won't deplete during a private lobby match. Good. Bond piles and credits do not spawn. Good. You cannot start a private lobby with less than 2 players. Okay, that makes sense. So you can have 2. That's good. So me and Kakui can kind of make some videos if we need to show some stuff. Look forward to seeing what the private lobbies will do. Yada, 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 yada. Good. That's what the private lobby is going to look like. Interesting. So yeah, okay, you pick your teams and shit like that. Okay, yeah, cool. I might play with that one day. Who knows? This is what I wanted to see. The new map, Sounder Clips. Hazen, famous singer, artist, and writer, is finally ready to unveil his newest performance, Age of Darkness, an opera that will be revolutionized performance art forever. The venue, the Valkyrie, the world's first luxury space station for the rich and famous. The catch, Hazen's performance is a cover to unleash a powerful EMP device from space. Hazen, a true artist at heart, believes technology has rendered humanity incapable of creativity. The Valkyrie comet to them is the ultimate sign of the decadence that technology has brought. If Hazen is not stopped, the highest note in their show will trigger the device, sending humanity's technology back to the Dark Age. Yeah, I didn't really realise that each map had a backstory. I wonder if the other ones do. Also, apologies for this reading. Like, it is seriously first thing in the morning and I'm still fucking half asleep, but I'm trying my best here. But this is the venue. So you got like looks like a little main lobby area. Little nice little kind of outdoor area. It was probably a fake ceiling there, probably. That's probably what that is because you're in space, I think. That's nice. Little restaurant area. That's where going to be all the food is, I suppose. But yeah, these are some screenshots for it. It looks pretty cool. It looks different. I like it. Like we've needed a new map desperately when playing. It's been so long. Well, it hasn't really been that long, but it feels like it's been so long without a new map. So I'm very happy to see it. General changes. Oh, level cap rise. Fucking hell. New season level cap rise. We'll be raising the cap level to level 500 with some new inks. Yeah, level 500 is cool. So it just means when you get fucking wrecked by Yumi, yeah, there'll be a level 500 on a 400 anymore. That's the difference it's going to make to most people. Audio inclusion changes. We've mentioned how the weapon sound propagates in maps, makes obstructions. Okay, this is what we read last time. In this update, walls and other obstructions will have a bigger effect on blocking sound, while open areas will keep sound. Yep. So basically, when you hear a shot, you can't really tell if it's up or down. Now it sounds like walls are going to kind of dull the shots as well. Maybe make it sound like it's further away than it is or whatever. So that's good. I really like that. It's making the game a little bit harder. You've got to pay a bit more attention, which is great. I think it's a great change. Room waiting overhaul. This is something that apparently I got wrong in the previous look at this. So I'll read it anyway. A driving factor on how NPCs navigate the map is based on weights attributed to rooms. In this update, major overhaul of restricted areas, weights has been made across the entire game. This now means that all guard rooms will have a balanced weight to not skew certain rooms to have higher traffic guard than others. Yeah. So I thought they were going to do that. I thought they were going to make some rooms have more guards in it and some with less, but it's not. They're evening it out. So all the guard rooms and all the locked rooms behind key cards and shit is going to be more or less the same people in them, which is good. I think that's good. I was concerned that they were going to make some rooms busy, some rooms not busy. I thought that was going to make the game really quick. I thought it was going to be a bad thing, but I interpreted it incorrectly. Someone pointed that out. Thank you for that. And so yeah, this is actually going to be good. It's going to make all the rooms semi the same, which will be interesting to see. Hopefully it'll be a good thing. I think it will be. Vision arc tweak. This is going to be great. NPCs are getting a vision upgrade with the update. What this means is that the side of NPCs will now be less of a dead zone for him to spot. So basically, when you run towards an NPC, sometimes you can run from the side and still grab them, grab their suits, and they won't tell you off. But now they're going to be able to see in their peripherals by the looks of it. And if you run from their side, they're going to spot you and say, "Oi, you get the fuck out of this room." So good change. I like it. Probably could happen sooner, but I'm glad it's here. Very careful to tweak this in a way that still allows player to sneak behind. Yeah, so you can still sneak behind them, but you just can't fucking stand right next to them. Makes sense. Scouting behaviour. This is also another good change, I think. Previously, NPCs spotted a player in the wrong disguise from far away. They would walk slowly to them to scold them. This meant that the player would easily run through large restricted areas with very little risk of NPCs catching up to them. Now, aggroed NPCs that are far away will run towards a player to scold them. We also think this behaviour makes more sense for a player trying to emulate an NPC and spotting someone with the wrong disguise from afar. Yes, this is very good. So people would basically run around the whole map as a civilian because civilians don't look sus, or they're level 400 year me, just waiting to start a fight. Now this is going to be more of a risk. So obviously, if you run into if you open the vault at the end and you run in towards the first blue area, guards see you and you're not a blue, they're going to run towards you to scold you instead of just walking. You can just basically run through the whole thing. I think it's going to be a great thing, a change. It'll break your cover if you're being careless a lot more often. And it's going to be better for mind games. So if I see someone if I'm in a blue room and I see someone come in wearing green and everyone's going to run towards them, I can also run towards them and then attack them from close up. So it's just good, another mind game, another thing to be aware of when you're playing, just another thing to be careful of and be a bit more stealthy, which I love. Duo's stats tracking, so looks like here, when you go into Duo lobbies, it says there was experimental tag on it, but now they've taken it off and they're going to have this duo victories next to the trio victories, which is cool, I guess, because I played a lot of duos recently, so that'll be cool to see. Terminal revive cover. When revived an extraction terminal in duo or trio, you will now respawn with a random civilian. Yes. So when you die and you go to a little extraction terminal, bring someone back, they're not going to come back with the suit that they had on. They will come back with a civilian, which is cool. That means they have to go get a new cover. It makes sense. New store items. This is another thing that I was very interested to look at. I saw the teaser they released for this. New selection of legendary skins, inks, and intro poses hitting with season 3. Here's a preview of Midnight Project Yumi, Luchador Chavez, Marquise Larson, and Under Convent Red. I don't know what that means. Anyway, there's a nice little Star Guardian-esque Yumi, little Sailor Moon inspired thing there. That's dope. Love that. Little luchador with a bloody nose. Chavez, fucking love that. Nice little mum tattoo on his chest. Very good. He's got a belt and everything. Larson skin looks trash. Hate it. Hate everything about it. Hate the person wearing it. Hate what he's wearing. Everything about it is bad. It kind of matches this though, so it's going to be like maybe probably part of a set. That's kind of cool. A little red dressed up as a nun. I do like that. That looks cool. We really see how these look in the game. Like when you see their whole bodies and stuff like that. But yeah, this is cool. I like them so far, except for Larson. No one cares about that. We're sorry all those Larson mains, but I love the shit on him. General balance. Lower body damage modifier removal. Oh, that's interesting. Since Misery Empire update, the game's been operating with 3 hit types: headshots, body hits, and lower hits. So basically, head, body shot, leg shots. This had multiple effects on the game that we now feel are undesirable. The main reason we're removing the lower body hits modifier is to do with consistency. With the pace of fights in Deceive Inc, you often do not notice that the hit you just did landed on a body hit was not a body hit, and the change in damage could lead to less feeling inconsistent or... I don't know about that. Whenever I hit someone in the leg, because it's different. If you hit someone in the leg, it's like a white hitbox. If you hit someone in the chest, it's a yellow hitbox. And if you hit someone in the head, it's a red hitbox. It's very obvious to tell when you don't hit someone in the chest or the head. I liked that if you hit someone in the legs, it did slightly less damage. I think that made sense. But they're getting rid of it because they want the fights to be more consistent. This will stop people who just do those jumping techs. So they would always jump, so you would shoot their legs and do less damage. That's going to nullify that. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Where? Yeah, read that part. Lower body hits are also indicate an indirect buff to the strategy of jumping in fights. Yes, okay, that's exactly what I just said. So what people would do when you're in a gunfight, people would jump side to side so that you have to move your aim. And if you're just aiming for the center mass or the chest, when they're jumping, you're hitting their legs. And so instead of doing, just want to say for an example, instead of doing 5 damage, 10 damage rather, you'd be doing like 5 to 7 damage or something like that. So now it's just all going to be the same as a body shot, which is fine, I guess. I don't think they needed to change that, but it's fine. Hope this will make combat feel more reliable and consistent by removing some of the noise in the damage between players. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was really needed, but it might be good. When I play it, it might feel good, but I don't know if it was needed or not. I don't know. Prove me wrong. Like, yeah, if you think it's different, let me know. I'll be interested to hear why you think this is a good thing or a bad thing. That's fine too. Expertise changing on match start. In this update, you will notice your expertise at the start of the match starts uncharged instead of being ready to use right away. This is a change made for many different reasons. That's interesting. Balancing mechanism against expertise that are very strong in combat and early gameplay. This means combat's focused expertise will have some time to come into play and will encounter lower profile play in the early game. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So for example, Chavez, he has like a tank. All of his like expertise is more tanky to keep him surviving and at the start of a fight. So this would mean he doesn't have those. So he's probably got to be a bit more careful because one, you don't start with too much ammo when you're Chavez, for example. If you don't have much ammo and you don't have the expertise, that's going to stop you from going into fights early. So it's going to potentially prolong the game slightly, or rather make more players towards mid to end game, which I think is good. That's a good thing. I don't like when there's just like a shit show fight at the start of the game and just 2 people are fighting and then someone vultures and someone else vultures and then it's just basically a fucking domino effect of people vulturing and third partying a fight. It's kind of annoying. So that'll kind of stop that. Hopefully. We'll see. Don't know. It gives quick charging expertise an added appeal in early game versus long charging ones. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, obviously it's more appealing if you get your expertise quicker. Of course, that's appealing. It gives more leeway for cooldown reduction power-ups to be appealing in low-level slots. Yeah, so they're basically saying that if you take the chips and you want to make the expertise recharge rate faster, it's more appealing to put that in a grey or a green where you're probably going to get one of those cards first. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, because at the start of the game, if you're careful, you're not really going to be like rushing around anyway. But yeah, I mean, that's a good change. I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to affect the game yet, but I think it's good. I think it'll be good. More chance of it being good than it's going to be bad. So we will think this change will be beneficial to overall game flow. Please give us feedback. Yes, I'm sure people will. Agent balance. Season 3, yeah, mix of balance, yada, yada, yada. Ace. We've given quite a bit of attention to Ace in the upper echelon updates, and as such, she won't be getting any gameplay changes. Okay, Ace is staying the same. Cavalier. What are they doing to my Cavalier? What are you doing to her? We're adjusting Cavalier's redemption timers to make it more competitive choice. Oh, I thought it was good. That's the redemption timers. I'm pretty sure that's the expertise where when there's a downed person, you can investigate them. I'm pretty sure. It's a more competitive choice and gives stronger fantasy. Okay. Mod 2, Redemption. Down spies and NPCs will no longer expire as an interactable clue unless the person that eliminates... Actually, no, I think that might have been the Expertise 3. I can't really remember. But either way, that's good. It's a very small buff to Cav's Expertise 2. Good. I'm happy with that. Chavez. Used to have an extremely strong presence a few updates ago. Now the compounding effect of nerfs has brought him down significantly. I agree. While we need to be careful not to bring him back up to too oppressive status, we are going back on nerfs to his ammo pools to give him more leeway and match overall. Okay, here we go. Starting ammo is 15, not 12. And he gets 1 extra in every ammo box. Max ammo is now 18 instead of 12. Starting ammo 19. Okay, so just giving him more ammo and more ammo chances. So yeah, that's good. Because like I said before, my example when I used Chavez, he starts with low ammo and it is low as fuck. So that's cool. He's got slightly more, which is fine. Hans, I don't really play Hans, but this update will be reworking his detection on both of Hans' projectile-based expertise to solve issues where players would sometimes not get an effect applied when they should. So, Incapacitated Orb increase the reliability of hits for the Incapacitated and the Shock Ray. So, that's just 2 of his abilities. When he shoots them, the reliability is going to be easier. So, probably going to have a bigger spread, a bigger range of hit. Larson is currently a force to be reckoned with, and as such, we are tweaking quite a bit of his kit to make his window of opportunity tighter on his expertise and reduce cadence. I think that's right. Cadence's lethality while keeping its long range identity intact. Burst fire rate, 10 bullets per second are now 9. Headshot multiplier is now 1.3 instead of 1.5. Expertise, I don't know which expertise these are. I don't know the names of them. But basically the duration is down. The mod 1 by 5 seconds, which is quite a bit. Okay, so it's a nerf to Larson. I don't really care about that because Larson's a little fucking mutt and I hate him, so I'm glad he's getting nerfed. Madam, we spent a good time. What's update? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Weapons, reload time is slightly longer. So her first passive can see out of cover low enemies' health even through walls in a 35 meters radius around her. I don't really use that passive because I feel like it's too situational. Like they have to be out of cover, low health, and in your radius. I feel like that's just too situational for me, so I never really use it. Mumba's Hunch. Now it triggers every time a Vault Terminal is disabled in the first phase. Now it triggers every time extraction arrives. Okay, so yeah. So just making... Basically, that's her ability that every time someone does a Vault Terminal, like, or does an objective or whatever, she can see everyone's auras for a short time. They're just making that more... that happens more, so you get to see people's auras more, which is fine. Yep, that's fine. I have nothing problem with that. Sasori is getting some buffs to his overall reliability in combat with faster charge time. Here we go. This will be interesting. Easy to land projectiles and some tweaks to his damage scaling on mod 2. Okay, base... Increased projectile travel speed of his darts. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I don't really know if I needed that. I thought the travel time was fine, but you kind of get used to it. So interesting. Interesting to see how they're gonna play that. Mod 1. So can I charge time is down by 0.75 seconds. Increased projectile travel speed. So they've increased the travel speed for all 3 of his weapons. Damage scaling per status effect. Ooh, so the mod 2, Yuki and Hikari is what I use. That's the, you do extra projectile damage per negative status effect. So when I poison to slow them, instead of being 50%, it's now 75%, which makes that even stronger. I like that. So if you have a look at my how-to guide for Sasori, the build that I showed you is now going to be more effective. So perfect. That's really good. Squires. Under pressure, so his first passive duration is now 10 seconds. Reload speed buff, so that's the one where he just runs extra fast, so it's now 10 seconds instead of 6, and he reloads 10% faster. Yeah, fine, I don't see a problem with that. Okay, so red, so have base weapon Heartbreaker, damage is slightly weaker, firing rate is slightly slower, reload speed is slightly longer, tweaked recoil to give a bit more of a kick, especially in hip fire. And Jack of Heart, I don't know if that's... I think that's her rifle. Damage is up. Reload time is down. And the Love Bite, which is the shotgun, I'm pretty sure. Fire rate is slightly quicker. So, looks like they've brought down her first gun and brought up her... buffed her small changes, but that's fine. That'll be interesting to see. I don't use red too much, but I do on occasion. Expertise Love Bomb. Love Bomb now gives Heartbreak to out-of-cover enemies in its range instead of charming them back into cover. Huh. Out-of-cover allies will regain... Okay, so Love Bomb is one way, instead of doing the kiss kiss to people, she basically throws it on the ground and it puts everyone in cover, and if they break their cover, they get the Heartbreak status effect. Now, that doesn't matter. She throws it down, Heartbreak status effect. So basically, if you're using the Expertise 2, you're going to want to throw the thing down, Heartbreak them, and then just start nailing them because they're going to take extra damage. So that'll be interesting. Yumi. We're adding some utility to one of our passives to make it more interesting and chaotic. Booby Traps. Now creates a bubble when destroying rival gadgets too. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't really use Yumi much, but I know Kakui does, so maybe he might like that. Yeah, it's interesting. So there's a possibility that if you actually do use her to break rival gadgets, then yeah, that's going to be beneficial to you. Gadgets. So they're changing some gadgets. We feel Tripwire, Hack Trap are now major culprits of this. Oh, wait, hang on. So here we go. I should read all that. One of our major areas of focus around gadgets is to diminish the presence of effects that leads to the team deathmatch impressions of overall gameplay. We feel Tripwire and Hack Trap are major culprits in this. As such, we are reworking the capabilities, which is exactly what me and Kikuya use because they are strong as fuck. So keep them useful while reducing the pinpoint accuracy of finding right. Okay, so look, bounce pad. Cooldown is up by 15 seconds. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Hack Trap no longer traces, but leaves a snapshot of the player that triggered it on the, in the location it was triggered. Interesting. Silhouette stays in place and does not follow the victim, giving them a chance to escape the scene. Silhouette shows which spy they are playing as. Huh. So that's actually quite a big nerf to the Hack Trap. So the Hack Trap was basically, you hack a door, if someone or it doesn't have to be a door, you hack something, usually it's a door, and if someone interacts with that, you can see their aura for a few seconds and you can see where they're running to. It's very easy to fuck them up. Now it's going to be a snapshot and you're not going to see what cover they're using, you're going to see what spy they are. So you can't even be able to say it's going to be like one of the big blue guys or whatever like that. You can't even do stuff like that. So that's quite a big nerf to the Hack Trap. So, but we'll see how we go. Tripwire, replace broadcast with trace status effect. Oh, so okay. So the tripwire is going to be the way to go now. So when you go through the tripwire, it breaks your cover and it goes boom, boom, and you see boom, boom across the map. You might have seen that or heard that. Now, instead of doing that, it's going to trace you like the old Hack Traps did. So it's going to show your aura for however long. I think it's only a couple of seconds or something like that. But interesting. Looks like tripwire might be better than Hack Trap now. It seems like that. I mean, Hack Trap is good because you can like keep hack trapping heaps of shit. So you can do 6, and then when you run out, you can just keep redoing more and get rid of your old ones. Tripwire, you've only got basically 3 that you can put down max. So that'd be interesting. But it looks like Tripwire might be better to use than the Hack Trap from now on. But we'll see. We'll have to test it out and see. So the turret, they're tweaking the turret. The deploy delay is down by a second. Rev up time is down by half a second. Hit frequency is down by 0.1 of a second. So that's fine. The turret's never been an issue, and I think it's probably fine to buff that slightly. I haven't really had much of an issue with against the turret like ever. So Scrambler added a visual effect to added a visual effect to everything affected by Scrambler. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense, because you usually can hear it, but now it's going to have a visual as well, so it's going to be easier to identify it, so that's potentially a nerf to the Scrambler. I don't know, I don't use it. Umbrella Shield. Cooldown regen is up by 15 seconds. That's fine. The Umbrella Shield is a pain in the ass, so yeah, giving it a bigger cooldown is fine. I'm happy with that. Okay, so the Overclock chip, that's the faster hacking speed. When it's gold, it's down by 15%, and purple down by 10%. So yeah, your hacking speed is going to be slower when you have the fast hacking thing, and it doesn't affect healing stations and ammo dispensers. That makes sense. Those two are fine. But yeah, that's a bit of a nerf to that. I've been running that. I've been running the purple extra intel and the gold overlock chip to hack quick. So when I've got the briefcase, I can just fucking do it on the run. It might not affect us too much, but we'll see how we go. We have made the ammo dispensers interact faster by default to compensate for this change. Yeah, that's fine. The ammo boxes never really had much of a problem with anyway, but it's good that you can't use that with the chip now. And then there'll be more fixes potentially in the future. So yeah, there you go. That's the rest. That's the new update, or a bit more of the changes for the new update. Looks good so far. I don't have anything that I have a problem with so far. We'll see how we go. I can't wait for this new spy, new map, and all the new cosmetics and shit. It's going to be dirty. It's going to be fun. But yeah, thanks for watching. Also, at the moment, I'm currently going through the process of moving house and changing job, so my videos won't be as often. For those who like my Deceive stuff, I'm going to be doing my normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm going to be trying to play as much Deceive as I can, but I'm so fucking busy right now that I'm kind of doing my main videos, and my Deceive was kind of when I was just fucking around having fun playing. I like to record like that. I haven't been able to play it too much recently. I'm really going to try hard to get on there because I do love playing it. But while I'm moving house, which might be the next couple of weeks, maybe a week or so, it's going to be hard. But I'm going to do my best to play and record some stuff and put it up for you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next Deceive video. So, deuces.